so comfortable. And all of a sudden it's though we're dragged out of bed, our feet hit the ground, and we want to run. We're excited about something. We thought of something, we remembered something. Oh, I want to do this today. Feel excited about it, get up and go. So with all of this intensity of desire, this clarity of vision, and this conviction of ability, the actions we'll willfully take on a certain intensity to them, don't they? They become much more than just something to willy-nilly do for the day, for something to do. Rather, they have a certain substance to them. And this is the case even in those times when we don't have all of the knowledge, say, on how to actually do it. And to explore this idea a bit further, I want to share a little scenario, say, in the form of a story. I'll tell it in the second person because it's probably easier to you meaning myself included, and the one and you I'm talking to also. I think it's easier to do it this way. Imagine for a moment that you have a very special friend in a neighboring city. That city could be a 4 or 5 hour car drive away, say. Doesn't really matter. But that friend of yours has just been in a serious accident, and you get the phone call to go help your friend for a few days. How might this scenario play out? Well, first of all, you'd probably recognize within yourself the desire to help your friend. After all, it's your friend. Second, you'd probably go through a visualization process of sorts. As short as it may be, you probably would. You would have some sort of thoughts about how to put things in order to be away for a few days. And perhaps even thoughts of well wishes towards your friend. This would very likely be the case. You would probably have thoughts of your ability. You would probably recognize your ability to go help your friend. Even if you've never driven there before, you could find a way. You could get the necessary maps, you could queue up your GPS, you figure out how much gas money you needed. And even if you've never driven 4 or 5 hours in a sitting, you've only ever driven an hour and a half at once, you could find a way to do that. For sure. But at a certain point there'd be enough thinking about it, wouldn't there? And you'd take action. The will within you would use all those thoughts to lead up, and you would act. But you would act in a certain way. Imagine for a moment here, heading out of your house, bags in hand. You're standing on the porch, heading towards the car. This experience would have a very different feel to it than just going out for a drive in the park, wouldn't it? It would have real meaning to it. You could say, and here's a key word, it would have purpose to it. There would be a purpose for this journey, very clear, to help your friend. And everything you do along this journey would carry with it that same feeling of purpose. Imagine for a moment standing at the gas pump halfway between your house and your friend's house, filling up with gas. That very little action would carry with it, not very likely, the same urgency of purpose that everything else carried along that road. And this is what I mean by purposeful action. This action would also have a flavor of faith to it. When I use the word faith here, I'm not talking about some sort of religious connotation of it. I'm using a very practical sense, which is something along the lines of certainty. And your actions, the decisions on your actions, would be based on it. Another example, you're heading out of your house, bags in hand again, standing on your porch, looking at 2 cars. You have 2 cars, a choice of 2. One is your brand new car. The other one is your clunker old standby. Which one are you going to choose? Well, for sure the new one's probably more comfortable. But the real reason you'll probably choose it is because you have more faith in it doing what you want it to do. You have more faith or certainty in it getting to your friend's place without trouble and getting you there safely. You see what I mean? This is what I mean by faithful action. So as you can see, the importance of the task of helping your friend is so great that you elevate all your actions to be done with a single purpose in mind of getting you there to help your friend. And the decisions you make on what actions to take are based on the faith you have in those actions to help you achieve this great end. And this can be the case in all that we consciously do in life. When we can elevate the importance of the achievement we want, we also elevate the attitude towards that achievement. And likewise, our actions are elevated in importance and are that much more effective. With these thoughts, we could say then that deliberate action done in this manner is sure to be constructive in us seeing and experiencing what we truly want. Thank you for listening again, and I'll talk to you in a few weeks. Bye-bye for now.